Every startup has a breaking point. Not when things are bad, but when things stop making sense. Orders dropped 32%. Overnight. Marketing blames product. Product blames engineering. No one has the truth. Data is everywhere, but answers are nowhere. And then, a different kind of player walks in. No stress, no noise, no assumptions. He doesn't guess. He follows data. Product analyst. The most dangerous person in a confused room. You're asking the wrong question. Not why, but where we are losing users. Every product is a journey. Discovery, interest, action, conversion. Traffic, stable. Views, stable. Add to cart, crashed. This is not marketing. This is product. What broke the experience? Price? Trust? UX? This is product analytics. And I will teach you how to think like this.
To the course of Product Analyst. Now, before we begin this course, I also want to focus on something that what we are learning throughout this course is really important. But corporate dynamics, I just want to talk about that. What are we seeing? So, the modern corporate that we talk about is all about capitalism. Yes, we have to improve the user journey, we have to make the profits, we have to do a lot of things on that. But right now, I'm just telling you, as a product analyst, how you should navigate the different dynamics and how you should play the game. Because at the end of the day, this is a good analyst course, but also how you should communicate and understand what game you are playing at a corporate level. So let's begin that side. As we can see, this is the CEO of a company. The goal of a CEO at a capitalistic company is increase the net revenue and profit of the company. And these are all his keys. So even if any of the keys are impacted, CEO can be removed from his job, can affect his bonus and compensation, and his power and authority. So his keys are employees, stakeholders, which are investors and shareholders, market and customers, and society and community. So as you can see, what employees gets are salary and benefit, job opportunity, and stakeholders get return on investment, and customers get more choices, and society gets economic activity. So to aligning every decision of this key, the CEO has to take decision. So some decision might affect the stakeholders that hey, there has been too much capex in employment and we need profit. Some decision might affect customers. Hey, there has been a price increase and it's inflation we are not able to pay, and this is not a good pricing strategy. So the CEO has to take all the decision, keeping every aspect of the what we discuss in a capitalistic society. So always remember that not everything is data oriented. It's always the decisions, the trade-off that the CEO has to make. So before we begin, I just wanted to tell you guys that how the game happens. Second, this is your manager. It can be a it can be a product manager, a data insight managers, or everybody. Now, these are the stakeholders of the keys of what we call the managers, employee, team. Clear direction, feedback and coaching, learning and growth. This is what the employees get. Stakeholders, it can be senior leadership, CEO, VP, directors. This is team collaboration. This is where the politics shows up. And these are the real customers. So your manager's goal is to support you, but always remember that their goal is to also get promoted and compensation and recognition and grow in their career. You as an employee have also benefited based on that. So remember that your manager is also having some alliance and is also playing that thing in goal. This is just to understand that even if the decisions are not in the favor of the data, there is a lot of corporate dynamics, which is stakeholder management, which goes into that. Product analytics data is very important. The companies are data oriented, but then there are higher level things that a product analyst will understand. Okay, what is happening and what do the people want from that? Because data speaks, but at the end of the day, the human society is based on emotions and behavior. So just letting you out there that every person, as I am explaining, has different keys, and every person wants to grow in their career and have a compensation and bonuses based on that. Again, I'm not denying that the work is important or not. I'm just telling you that how the game that we are playing, or what if something bad happens, why my user insight is not taken. Just a general overview to understand that how the corporate works. Yes. Now coming for a product analyst thing, you have to understand that your job is to create insight, is to help the team, but also to focus on the stakeholders. Okay. So as a product analyst, your job is to understand user and business needs, find insight, recommend solution, measure impact, tell the story, drive the better decision. But also remember that your job is also to get promoted and get influence, and your work life balance and job security and relevance. So your team, your stakeholders and your engineers, you have to play a little bit of dynamic. For example, focus on impact, not credit. Let your outcome speak. Stay objective but be diplomatic to protect your credibility. Not everything is about data, it's about timing, sponsor, and narrative. Let me give you an example. If you find that there has been a good AI adoption of a feature, or there has been a good bad AI adoption of a feature, how do you present this as a form of a stakeholder story and build your alliance, your insight and advocate, and communicate up, not just out, and know your audience. So always remember that a great product analyst doesn't just analyze the past, they influence the future. You help people make better decisions and build better products. At the end of the day, the data gives you a seat on the table. Your insight and story earn you influence. Your impact will going to create the change. So just keeping all that into dynamics, we will discuss all about data, we will all discuss all about metrics here. We'll also be using AI to do all that stuff, but just telling you that the game that we are playing in a capitalistic society is also very important to understand at the end of the day. Thank you so much.